Now, I'll discuss about different management theories, how it works. For example, if you are dealing with different organization within your project and you are the project management, so in a project management environment, you need to understand how people think. You are working with different people with different organization structure. That's why it's very important that you need to know different management theories, and you can manage and control different personnel, different skill set within your project team. As a project manager or as a member of the team, project team, you should know how you need to behave with the person, and also how different person behave within the organization, especially within the organization. Whenever we study the management theory, first comes with Maslow hierarchy of needs. This is the very fundamental theory over human needs, and it's stated with 5 layers of Maslow hierarchy. Start with physiological. Every human person need their very basic physiological need, which is how to live, air, water, place of work. When these needs are fulfilled, any person move to the next one, which is safety. In that phase, people need safety and security. In the job, stability in life, in the work, job security, and safe work environment. When we get those things, the physiological and safety, then we move to social needs, which is love, affection, approval. In a work environment, and that at that stage, people want to participate with others, colleagues, peers, and to be liked at work. So how the needs actually increase and grow when the initial needs are fulfilled. At the 4th needs, we got esteem. It means people think about respect, appreciation, approval, generally want a good job and complete their project. And at the final stage, we need self-actualization. What does it mean? Now you seek personal growth, knowledge, and fulfillment, and feel valuable. So that's how people actually need or react in different stage of their needs according to Maslow's hierarchy of needs. Next one is McClelland's acquired needs theory. And it stated that person needs are acquired and developed over time, which is very true. He mentioned 3 needs. One is need for achievement. So people need to achieve so that they avoid low risk and high risk situation. Okay. Then need for affiliation. Need for affiliation, look, harmonious relationship, want to be feel accepted by people in working environment. And finally, need for power. People have need for power, usually seek personal or institutional power. In this theory, normally in psychological term, the test taker actually use thematic apperception test, use different themes of picture to identify the needs, what needs driving your life at the time of testing. Okay, we just need to follow these theories when we actually work in a work environment. Next one, Herzberg's theory of motivation, and he talks about 2 agents, hygiene and motivating. Hygiene agents means expectation of all works have job security, a good paycheck, safe work environment, a sense of belonging. And in motivating agents, it includes responsibility, appreciation, recognition. So hygiene factors will not motivate people. People at that stage is a good job security, paycheck, but not the motivation, responsibility, and recognition. However, if you can see when the factors are absent, if hygiene agents are absent, it demotivates workers. So it means we need to have both agents to actually support that theory of motivation. And we have also other, it's not very important, but we need to go through this, the McGregor theory of X and Y. It means people, two categories, good and bad. Also, we have Auchi's theory Z, expectancy theory. So you don't need to know in depth, but you just need to know the names of that theory. Now, what happened to delegate the duties of project manager? Project manager has a very important role. If any organization has an us versus them mentality, then it is trouble in organization. So what we need to do as a project manager, we need to bridge that gap between us and them. It means if there is a situation where in the project and the top management, they looks like us and them, so we need to, as a project manager, we need to bridge that gap. Project manager, especially within the team, need to do their best to work with the project team, not against the team. Should earn the trust and respect. However, project manager has to delegate his action to the project team member. Because project team member, you are the project manager and you cannot do every task alone. So you need to distribute the task, but we need to do that so that everyone can know their job and responsibility. So one of the best way to create a good environment within the team is to involve the team from the conception. Project manager has to encourage the participants of different members, ability to empower the team members, and also inspire their team members. It has to be reminded that project manager does not own the project or the project team, but he has to maintain a work environment where each project team member knows their work, knows their target, so that they can work by their own. You can see, you need to get out of their way and let them do their job. You, as a project manager, you have to have the confidence over your project team. Thank you. Thank you all.
The Victorian Institute of Technology has other great videos covering many different topics. Please check them out, and thanks for watching. Remember to like and subscribe the video for more great content like this.